Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my personal results, live trades, as they play out in real time. So on that note, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time, compared to having already recorded everything and now coming back and explaining what's already happened. So this is not a trade recap. This is not a post commentary. I literally don't know what's coming next. So if you want a nitty gritty, raw, unscripted look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading can play out, then this will be a video for you. I'm watching Tesla here out of the opening gates, or at least I plan to. Very interested about the 981 mark and 975. So 981, 975 are on the forefront of my mind, and I like the setup here. 981, and I'm watching this right now in pre-market. But those are gonna be the main levels that I'm watching. So we'll see what happens with it. But I'll pause and be back at the open. And I was saying because over here on the level twos, I'd prefer this stays up above 981. But we'll see what happens. So right here, again, 981. Notice that it's just that. I don't want to really see that drop below it. Not the end of the world if it does, but in my ideal and perfect world, the price can stay up above 981. But we'll go ahead and see what happens. But yeah, market opens up in less than a minute, so I'll be back at the open. All right, the market's open, and we'll see what it does. Basically opened up right at 981, so didn't give me any sort of chance per se from there, but 980, nope, 980 is not going to work either. So I'm definitely not going to touch this during that opening minute. What I'm doing now is changing over to the options platform here. And let's see what it wants to do. And it's definitely a wait and see game right now. Okay, well, no, I'm going to keep it going now just in case there's some sort of big move to the downside. Throwing an order out there at $12 for some calls. So Tesla, the stock itself, is going to still need to come down, several more dollars, which I do think is possible. $976 will be that first kind of, I think, leading indicator, and then 975 in my mind is going to be definitely the big one. So again, have an order in the market right now. That's what the white represents, meaning I've submitted it to the market, but have not been filled. If I do get filled, then that will change to green. So that's how the platform works. But okay, so coming down. Needed it to come down a bit more. I'm going to go to 1150 at this point. Never just gave me anything that I could work with. I mean, these are the levels that I wanted to, and I was interested in playing more so, puts or bearish side of things, but it essentially just went straight down, and that's what I was scared of right there. I mean, you just can't chase, because now I'd be sitting here saying, is this thing about to bounce? Now, yeah, of course it could come back down, but as of right now, I mean, had I chased the price down, I'm sitting here thinking, is this thing about to, turn back around? But I will go ahead and pause for now. But yeah, I just did not give me anything to work with other than trying to pick up some calls here. But even that still has not quite worked. So I'm going to adjust that down now to 1050. But yeah, I will pause. Okay, I have an order at 1050. Trying to pick up some puts here on this spike. fact, I think I can get 975. So again, needs to come up a bit more. Just a bit more. There we go. In. So let's see if this thing wants to come back down now a bit. Again, I'm in at 975. Wow, what is going on with that candle? There's some wild price action. Crazy price action. All right, taking the $375 loss there. I don't know what to think of this right now. I mean, that was all over the place. And I feel like this thing could go up to 1,000. I also feel like it could come down to 974. But the point there is I don't know what it wants to do. I mean, straight up, big move back down. So yeah, what a what a mover. I mean, I was looking for some sort of rejection off of that 50 pair. It never happened. So, all right, well, I will go ahead and pause. But as you see, they're starting down 375, which I feel relatively grateful for, because that thing, yeah, that was just a bizarre mover. But yeah, I will go ahead and pause for now. All right, I have another move here. I'm glad I got out where I did, because that's what I meant. It felt like it could have gone either way. And that loss, had I held, would have been much bigger than 375. I do now have an order. Actually, I'm going to move that down 875 now. So let's see if it wants to come up a bit more. Okay, now I'm at 875. All right, I will pause for now. A lot of just observing here. All I can really say is that 375 loss now looks way better than what it would be at this point. But that's still that I got this one totally wrong. I was quite bearish on it, and yeah, it completely just basically, I guess I can't say straight up because it came down for the first, let's call it 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean, there's no need to try to play anything off. I got this. I was quite bearish biased on it, and I was seemingly right, like I said, during that opening 5 minutes, but then just like that. So put the ego, leave the ego at the door. As traders, you're never always going to be right. So it's just best to, the sooner you can admit that you were wrong, the better your pocketbook's going to appreciate it. So no, losing 375 is not like fun. but it's way better than having, you know, a much larger loss than it needs to be. And for those of you that have watched past videos, you know, 375 can be taken care of. It's not like that's just destroyed my account or anything like that. But yeah, the learning lesson here maybe, you know, when you're oh so confident and then you're actually wrong to be confident. Okay, I will pause. We're going to try to pick up a put here at 11.25, just one. Looking for this thing to come down through 9.85. $9.84 seems to be the golden goose level. As of now, I'm pretty glad that I only did one because it's not exactly cooperating. So my loss is not going to be anything huge. Now, if it all of a sudden turns around, I'm going to be saying, geez, why didn't I do more than one contract? But as of right now, I'm glad that I only did one contract. So what I don't like is the SPY is moving to lows and this thing is barely budging. That has me worried. Yeah, so over here, SPY has been falling. There's now a little miniature bounce, but Tesla has basically just been sitting there. So not exactly a confidence-inspiring situation. So let's see if it does want to. Okay, out. $65 loss on that. Yeah, just did not. Hindsight, probably should have cut it a little bit sooner. But I just wanted to give it a just in case. But no, it went right back up. So in that situation, very, very, very glad I only did one contract. But 984, in fact, that's, I got to get that alerted to the chat room. Tesla 984 flush point 1, 2, 5 minute. 984 is definitely a very, very intriguing level at this point. So if 984 wants to come back into play, I am interested. So much so that I'd be want to do a bit bigger position size on it. But as of now, it seemingly wants to go the other direction. But if it does want to come down to 984, I am yes, 984, I am certainly interested. I will go ahead and pause. And once again, I'm glad I cut the loss where I did, because that would have been a much bigger loss than the $65 at this point. So I don't know if I mentioned it, but down 440. Again, fun? Of course not. But is that blowing up my account? Absolutely not. Wow, just a complete turnaround here. Well, at this point, it almost seems silly to be talking about 981. I suppose it could still happen. But now I'm wondering about 1,000. Could 1,000 be coming into play here? Now this right here is a bad print. That right there actually never happened. That was just one of those, you know, in trading terminology, you know, slogan, you know, a fat finger trade. Yeah, maybe just maybe 1,000 can actually come into play here. We'll see. But I will pause. Or was I already paused? I'm still recording, right? Yeah. All right, I'll pause. Well, I'm probably going to be done soon, but at this point, I am completely just in loss control mode. Not that the loss is out of control. I just mean that in the sense of I'm not even looking to get back green on the day. So if I can just take a couple little trades here and there, put a little dent in the loss, then I am more than happy with that. But if that doesn't happen, that's fine too, because again, being down 440 is nothing severe. It's nothing crazy. But as of now, in no way, shape, or form am I trying to get back to the green. No, I mean, if it happens, great, but that is not my goal at all. And like I said, I might be done, but Tesla looks like it still could potentially give a setup, once again, if it can get up to that $1,000 mark. But that's kind of my status of things right now is I've mentally accepted. Odds are not going to be a green day, but if I can just lessen the redness here a little bit by playing some conservative trades, then that would be you know, fantastic. So do currently have an order for $14 on these puts, but Tesla's going to definitely have to get up to around the $1,000 mark if I'm going to have any chance of getting filled. But like I said, that's the current you know, mental framework right now that I'm working with. But I will go ahead and pause. All right, watching 995 here just to use some shares. In at 995. Looking for this thing to get down through 994. Although it has bounced off 994 several times before. But let's see it come back down to that area. Trying to get to that area. There we go. So out there for a quick $105 score. Risking $1, made slightly more than $1. So happy with that. Now, if Tesla wants to get down to 989, I'd be interested in some calls. But that's still a ways to go. But, okay, now down 334, which, like I said, that's, you know, the mindset that I'm in right now. But yeah, if Tesla does want to drop down further, I would definitely be interested. I will pause. Okay, I have an order at 850 here. Come on, come down just a bit more to film. Oh, I was on the best bid. Oh, I timed that up almost, well, obviously not perfectly because I didn't get filled, but that's what I wanted right there. That's the difficult part with options. From the 5-minute, you had the VWAP, you had the 50 period, just happened to align perfectly. And I had it calculated. It was, I think I can get filled at 850, and I was flashing as best bid. I just did not get filled. That was one where I thought, you know, that could take me back green, actually. And to be fair, I was absolutely right. Had I been filled, I'd be back in the green. Not by a lot, but bummer. So that's definitely the flip side with options, is you just never quite know what the price of the option is going to be when the price of a stock gets to an area, as you just witnessed right there. Okay, I'll pause. All right, going to go to try to pick up. There we go. Got a put here at 11. So let's see if this wants to drop down at all. Just a put. All right, just took $25 there, but I am looking to restart the process if this thing, let me look up the, what is that? And I'm looking off screen at the 5 minute like I showed you, 10:08. If this thing can get up to 10:08, then I am willing to go bigger. At 975. So in fact, I'm going to get that order in there right now, 975. So again, Tesla's going to need to get up to around that 10:08 mark. And again, just trying to time up the pricing, but let's see if that can happen or not. Just getting back to computer, it's entering into the last hour of the day. And I think we have some good potential if Tesla can get up to 1025. No idea if that's going to happen. But if it does, then potentially a late day trade. Usually I'm far done by now, but like I said, getting back to the computer, just checking Tesla as always and seeing the setup and thinking, okay, some potential at 1025 if it gets hit. But if it doesn't, then I'll probably just be back to wrap up the video at that point. Okay, I have an order at 925. It's almost there. I'm on the best bid. Oh, come on. There we go. In. Getting in at 925. And out there for a quick $125 scalp. Fantastic. Again, still in that same mindset. Just double checking. Yes, 875. Just don't want to put in the wrong order. So 875, next entry point if this thing wants to keep on moving up. But right there, I got myself another $125 quick score. Maybe I can get myself another one, but I will go ahead and pause for now. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. So closing down 184 with commissions. Let's just call it 200 to make it easy. But right here, just as an example of why I'm more than pleased with that, here's a video where I had, literally 2 trades in 3 minutes for $600. So I clearly don't say that to brag because in this video I'm losing money, but I just show it to give context that's why I just conceded the fact that, this probably wasn't going to be a green day, but that's okay. If I can just chip away a little bit at it, then I'll be just fine. So even if it, had stayed at the 400, whatever it was, that still wouldn't have been the end of the world. But now with me chipping away at it, just taking a couple of very modest trades, I'm down $200, which can very, very quickly be wiped away within the general context of this strategy. And that's what trading is all about, is just trust your strategy. Now, of course, that means that you actually have to have a genuine strategy. But if you do, then just trust it. Realize that losses are going to happen. So cut the losses. Maybe do a little loss control in terms of, okay, I'm probably not going to be green on the day, but if I can chip away a little bit here or there, then that would be helpful. And that's what I did today. And overall, like I said, $200, nothing that can't be overcome. And hopefully that offers up some encouragement to you on those days where you're red. But as long as it's controlled red, as long as it's red, with a plan, which is, what I mapped out today. And sometimes you just got to say it's going to be a red day. And I realize we're wired to, no, be a winner, be a winner. We're going to get back to green. But it's just not necessary when you look at things from a bigger picture context. Sometimes you just got to accept the fact it's probably going to be red, but if I can make it a little less red by taking some conservative trades, well, then that's going to make, those good green days that much more impactful. And it's not a matter of if, but just when am I going to have another day where I, make a good amount of money like this, and which will, very quickly wipe away the $200 from today. So hopefully, like I said, that offers you up some encouragement and motivation to be disciplined and follow those, risk control rules within your strategy. If you enjoy these live trade videos, then do a couple things for me real quick. Hit that like button, leave a simple comment below. Those 2 things communicate to me that you enjoy these videos, which are not the easiest to make because they are genuinely live. So I do have a lot of stuff going on as I talk through it, because I got to talk to you, think for myself, execute my trades, manage my trades, make alerts in the chat room. So a bunch of stuff going on, but I will continue to do them as long as I know that you are enjoying. And again, a quick way to communicate that you're enjoying, hit the like button, leave a basic comment, say hi, give me a smiley face emoji, tell me what you traded today, tell me what you're watching for tomorrow, but those things go a long way. So thank you for hanging out. Remember, sometimes you're going to be red, and that's okay, because within the grand scheme of things, everything will work itself out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.